welcome back, everybody. Hope you guys missed us.
We missed you.
Yeah, sorry about last weekend.
There was a death in the family. It's okay.
But, without being too gloomy like we usually are, we just wanted to welcome you back to Saturday Night Nightmare! Oh wow, that was longer than usual. Nice.
You're welcome. Feeling kind of feisty.
Oh, okay. And with the howling of the howling of the wolf. Yes, with the howling of the moon. No, with the howling of the wolf, we're gonna get started. I say that line all the time, and I mess it up like 3 times in recording all the time.
Yep. So what are we watching tonight, love?
So, something with a familiar face in it from a movie that you watch repeatedly, which is Sam Neill.
Oh.
He's in this movie.
I was going to say Richard Dreyfuss?
Well, no.
Oh, the other movie I watch constantly.
Yes. Not your favorite movie.
But one of my favorites.
But one of your favorites. Okay. One of her favorite movies is Jurassic Park.
It is.
As you already know, her all-time favorite movie is Jaws, which is basically the very first episode that we did. You can catch that up here somewhere. I know. Bad plug-in, but it's okay. I don't care. But anyway, we are watching Into the Mouth of Madness.
Oh.
Yes. It has this very, how should I say, psychological, just thing that goes on.
Is this related to Lovecraft?
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Okay.
I've never seen it. I'm not ashamed to say.
I see it's rated R for smoking, substance use, alcohol use, sexual content, and violence. Sounds like a good time to me.
It does. It also has, from what I have seen, like, in stills, it has a lot of pretty good practical effects.
Cool.
So we might get some good stuff. We might get some weird, cheesy, CGI, early CGI, maybe.
Sam Neill's just a treat in anything he does, to be honest.
Yeah, and I heard he really went to town with this one.
Awesome.
So, without further ado, folks, we're gonna get started with this. But just to let you know, this episode, and like many, are brought to you by Wild Bill Soda and our merch store. We will tell you more about that after the fact. So, get cozy with your loved ones. Get your snacks. And your drinks.
Oh.
And let's get this shindig started with Into the Mouth of Madness.
It's John Carpenter.
Oh, really? Okay, now we got a treat.
In the Mouth of Madness.
Now we... Charlton Heston?
Oh.
In a horror movie?
Oh.
Say word.
Word. Hey kids, it's Sam Neill. Hey kids, it's Charlton Heston.
I understand you were there when the poor man went crazy in Midtown Manhattan.
That was his agent?
That lunatic with the axe, that was Kane's agent.
He's like, again?
It's
Oh, yeah. Yo. Oh, shit. Oh. Put on the high beams, girl.
I think she does have the high beams on.
Whoa!
You want me to leave a deposit or my credit card or something?
Oh, city punk.
Oh. You see? Reality.
You didn't read closely enough. The view was from the east.
That's ew. That's Vigo.
Vigo!
That's Vigo. You should have just left with her, bro. What?
Okay.
That was a naked old man.
Takes care of you.
You do. Yeah, Mommy. Know what today is? Today is Mommy's day.
We're damned for life. Okay, so she goes in.
Oh, you stupid, stupid, stupid girl.
Is she stupid?
She's very stupid. Yo.
Ooh, that one got me.
Yo, that man. What a wow. Wow. That was an interesting transition.
That was like some Voldemort shit.
Oh.
She's got some noodly appendages.
Sock the pussy. What?
What?
Oh!
What?
Oh! Woo!
Did I ever tell you my favorite color was blue?
Huh. Oh.
Like the book? Love it. Good. And this shouldn't come as a surprise.
Whoa!
Oh.
Shit. I mean, he did say he'd be safe in there.
Safer, at least.
Yeah.
I'm not insane! Relax, buddy. You're awake now.
Talk about, like, one of the original meta movies.
Mm.
I mean, wow. This John Carpenter, man.
It was definitely horror you had to think about,
Yes, it's much different from a lot of what John Carpenter put out there.
which I enjoyed.
Me too.
Sometimes it was a little like,
Slow.
no,
Oh.
not at all. It was a little like you had to keep up. You had to pay attention.
Right.
And I did notice, like, when there was the crunching of the chips and the moving the shit around in the bowl, it was distracting and I missed something. So I was like, But once we stopped snacking, it was like, oh, okay, here we go. And then you move the bowl again. I'm like, stop it.
I was hungry.
I know.
I kept up fine. I can hear. No, but I kept up pretty well with this. So
yeah, no, I'm not saying I didn't keep up. I'm just saying that it was, you had to follow it. It's not one you can watch while you're sitting around fucking around on your phone.
Well, of course not. No. It's
But
a very cerebral type movie.
yes. Storyline interesting. Effects were cool. Effects and set design were very cool. Yeah. Sam Neill was great. The girl though, I wasn't too jazzed with her.
Nah, I could take her or leave her.
Yeah, I think that there could have been other people that could have done that role a little bit better.
But the back to the story from what you were saying.
Yeah.
The story, it was fairly simple, but still had a very complex complexity about it.
Yeah.
It like I said before, it had that meta vibe, kind of like how Matrix Resurrection and some other movies now and then are that kind of break the fourth wall type thing. And it was interesting how they were treating it like it was like an epidemic.
Yeah.
You know, like, but it was people believing it. It took the idea of the whole concept of reality, which is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's real and what's not. And, you know, the writer was basically I feel that it became the book, the new book anyway, as soon as Sam Neill's character
stepped into the office of the publishers.
No. As soon as he got slapped into back on that crossroad, I feel it started because remember the writer said that what was it, that you can't, something about you can't get out because you're already in it.
Right.
Yeah.
I actually think it started well before that. It started before he even left the city. Because...
Oh.
Right, because he said...
His agent.
The agent. I mean, I think this was the whole story from the start of the movie. The start of the movie was the end of the book.
Right. Okay, yeah, I can see that. So,
you know, kind of how, like, Memento was?
Yes.
You were sort of watching it in reverse.
Yes.
And so we started at the end of the movie.
Then we went back to the beginning.
And then they did the flashback and went back to the beginning of the movie, or the book, rather.
And then caught us up.
And then there we were at the very end of the book again.
Right.
And so I think the entire time, it's the book.
And it was interesting how the girl said, he was like, come with me. She was like, I can't. I've read the end of the book. Mm-hmm. And it made perfect sense because she's not at the end of the movie.
Nope.
And I'm all like, yo, that's insane.
Yep.
That was it. The jump scares were interesting. It had
there were
classic
a few that
jump
got
scares.
You that didn't get me, and then we both got a couple of times.
It had classic jump scares that worked.
Yeah. And
didn't seem like they were
cheesy.
Yeah.
They weren't cheesy.
Again, you know, got to give it up to John Carpenter trying something interesting. You know, the last I guess the last psychological one that he kind of put out there before this was The Thing, which we saw
20 years earlier.
What?
This was 95.
Yeah, he put out The Thing before this.
Right, but wasn't that in the 70s?
Yeah.
He didn't do anything between then and...
Nothing as psychological as that, as far as I know. Because Hollywood looked at John Carpenter's work like... he's a very underrated director. They didn't give him the credit that he deserved.
Fair.
And that's why he started. That's why I think he was the director who went to England or something like that, and just like kind of left the Hollywood world for a bit. But he came back and did like things like Dust Till Dawn and stuff like that around this time.
That's right. He was working on those other movies at this point.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he didn't do so much because Hollywood didn't appreciate him so much.
Right. I got you.
Yeah, but it's like not until these days where people where he has fans that appreciate the work that he brings out there.
Right. Because I mean, 95, I was really into horror. I've never heard of this movie.
And it's funny because
this is incredibly underrated.
Yeah. I've heard this movie through word of mouth. Never knew who the director was. I never even when I went to go look it up, it never even dawned on me to even look at who the director was.
Right, exactly. I mean, I'm kind of glad we didn't know anything about it because one, we didn't have any expectations other than we knew that Sam Neill was in it and it was going to be cool.
Yeah.
And then everything else was a great surprise. The fact that it was John Carpenter, the fact that there was Charlton Heston.
Mm-hmm.
And then all those other great cameos of like, oh, we know that guy. Oh, look at it's Vigo. Oh, that's the little old lady that's like in everything. And you know, that was a lot of fun. But I feel like if we were like, oh, this is John Carpenter's, we might have had like higher expectations for it.
Possibly, yeah.
And I feel like because we didn't know anything about it going into it, we were pleasantly surprised.
I mean, yeah, and I've 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, I've already been a fan of John Carpenter even before even watching this, and now I'm a bigger fan.
Yeah.
Only because, like, I'm a huge fan of a lot of his movies, especially some of his, like Escape from New York, which is another underrated movie that people kind of just, certain people throw to the side, but true fans, they adore it. And this one's adding to the list because I would never think this was John Carpenter. Because it doesn't, not going into his blind, I wouldn't have never thought that this would be his. But seeing because in a lot of his movies he likes to kind of poke the bear at is it the phrase social commentary or something like that? And this one is one of those.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I really genuinely like this, you know, movie. Does it hold up today? Of course not. But, you know,
slightly.
But when it comes to really, really, like, when I mean, like, visually, does it hold up?
Oh, I thought you meant commentary-wise.
Not completely. Commentary-wise, yes, it does. Because it feeds into just about all the hysteria that's going on now. So, you got anything else you want to say about this? So what are we gonna throw this? What are we gonna give it?
I'd say about a 7.
Oh, I can work with 7.
Just because there were things, you know, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan of the actress that played Styles. Some of it, like I said, some of it was just a little too meta at times for me. but I absolutely loved, and I think that had to do with some of the writing.
Gotcha.
Not necessarily the director, the direction or the acting. It was just, I think it was the writing.
Well, you can blame Mike DeLuca for that.
I know. And then, but the practical effects, the set pieces, that was, that's what got it up from like a 5 for me.
Oh wow, it was originally going to be a 5?
5 or a 6.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, it was, I felt like at times it was confusing just for the sake of being confusing.
I see your point.
And maybe that was on purpose because of that whole trying to make you feel crazy and confused, like Sam Neill's character.
Mhm.
Tyler?
John Trent. Yes.
Jesus. I'm terrible with remembering names. Because, Trent was confused. He was,
He didn't know what was reality and
so
what was not.
maybe it was purposely confusing then. Like, maybe it was just that meta.
But like you said, like for you in a way, it almost went too meta.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
There's a reason I've only watched Memento once.
Yeah.
That one, that was a special movie.
I mean, I'm a huge I'm a Nolan fan, but Jesus Christ.
But anyway, yeah. So I feel like because of that overt meta-ness, I just made a word, and the confusion for the sake of confusion, which again I think was writing, not so much directing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gave it a 7.
Okay, you heard that, folks. A 7.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode as usual. You can hit us up on all of our social medias, and you can subscribe to this channel to get more of Saturday Night Nightmare every Saturday night. We also want to support us even more. You can hop on over to our merch store, where we have all types of crazy kooky shirts and more to come as usual. And we'll have shirts.
No shorts.
We have mugs. We have glasses. We even have cloth masks for you guys out there. For you guys and gals out there.
We started carrying those?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So check that out. It will be in the description down below, or right above me. Also, you can get your mugs ready and make sure you put in the greatest.
Which one's the prettier mug?
This one.
Aww. But these are really cool mugs.
And you
Not
can
cool.
Make sure you get your mugs, and you order yourself one of the greatest sodas ever created in life.
Delicious.
That's Wild Bill's Craft Beverages. They do all types of flavors, delicious flavors that they got going on. They now serve coffee.
Okay.
Coffee lover over here.
I have to try it still.
But they also have other things, miscellaneous things. They have, the belt clips. They got the root beer candies. They got,
Love those.
oh yeah, they got the beef jerky and all types of other stuff. And of course, you could probably get apparel and stuff like that there. But you want to know more of this stuff, I'm not going to even waste time telling you. Just go to the website. It's drinkwildbills.com. Put in that code True Story Bro. And get yourself 10% off, people.
Mm-hmm.
You can support Wild Bills. You can support us.
Mm-hmm.
And you can also support the wounded warriors that
Wild
they-
Bill supports.
That's right. And wow, the cat is going super crazy.
It's
So
probably time for zoomies.
probably. So yes, drinkwildbills.com. Put in the code True Story Bro. Get yourself 10% off, and drink until your heart's content. As Sir Wednesday always says, no bull, just bills. And yes.
That's it for us.
So until then, we're gonna keep it real.
And we're going to keep it spooky.
But as always, we keep it real
Real
spooky.
spooky.
See you guys in the next metaverse.
No, nothing meta next time.